Alley. To now to what's being called an act of anti-Semitic terrorism in Australia, claiming the lives of at least 15 people and injuring more than 40 others.
Australian police say that two gunmen opened fire on Sydney's Bondi Beach as members of the local Jewish community there were gathering to celebrate the first night of Hanukkah.
Now, here's what we know so far. Investigators say the gunmen behind the attack are a father and son. The father was shot and killed by police. The 24-year-old son is in critical condition this morning.
Now, amid the tragedy, acts of heroism are now emerging. Check out this video. It shows a brave bystander who actually tackles one of the gunmen and then wrestled the weapon from his hands.
But we hope he will be fine. He's a hero. 100% he's a hero, because what we see on
the pain and heartbreak is being felt at Jewish community and Jewish events all around the world as they celebrate the start of Hanukkah. And that includes right here in Metro Detroit. Last night was Menorah in the D in downtown Detroit and the lighting of the first candle.
And 7 News Detroit reporter Ryan Marshall is joining us live from Campus Martius as a local rabbi shares that he actually knows some of the victims in Australia. Ryan?
Well, Alicia Keenan, this certainly hits close to home. The Jewish community worldwide and even here locally, they are mourning this horrible tragedy and are certainly praying for peace. Now, many in the local Jewish community attended the 15th annual Menorah in the D celebration here at Cadillac Square in downtown Detroit. They mourned the Australia terror attacks during the celebration. Now, Sunday's celebration was held on the first day of Hanukkah, where the first candle was lit. Every candle shines the message of light over darkness, hope and perseverance in the face of adversity. Now, Rabbi Kasriel Shimtov is the executive director of Chabad Lubavitch of Michigan. He talks about a rabbi that tragically lost his life, as well as others he knew that were injured in the shooting.
That his whole life was dedicated to helping people. There was one individual who personally tackled one of the terrorists and I think got injured himself. He wasn't Jewish, he was Muslim, and he stood up to save people. This is a time when all good people have to stand together. The rabbi's life was taken and a number of others. I know some of the people that were injured. I still didn't even hear all the details. One of them is a son of a friend of mine. There's a critical condition. It touches communities all over the world, and we're going to do everything we can to help, and our response is going to be to bring more light and more warmth and to make this world a better place. That's going to be the response to our pain.
Now, Shemtov also says that the Jewish community here locally is praying for a world of life, light, warmth, and salvation, and they are hoping to just move on in the face of unspeakable tragedy. We're here in downtown Detroit. I'm Ryan Marshall for 7 News Detroit this morning.
Ryan, thank you so much for that live update. It's just a horrific tragedy. The Bondi Beach shooting is the second deadliest mass shooting in Australian history. Gun violence is something, of course, that hits close to home for many here in the U.S. I checked this morning the gun violence archive. There have been almost 400 mass shootings this year alone here in the U.S. The Gun Violence Archive defines a mass shooting as an incident in which 4 or more victims are shot or killed. One of those shootings happened within the last 72 hours at Brown University in Rhode Island. And another one happened right here in Michigan back in September. A gunman attacked the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc Township, killing 4 parishioners and injuring 8 others.